after graduating from law school. So my first experience was with a solo practitioner, and kind of, did family-based, employment-based immigration, and really learned how to do, when you're working in a small firm, it's really seeing if you can handle any matter or you need to refer it out. But they were very interesting consultations, I'll say that, oftentimes. And from that, I had some various opportunities, and eventually that led me to Northeastern. And the draw there really was, I love being in an academic environment. It felt so comfortable for me. It was just naturally, I aligned with the mission of a global university, very much believe in experiential learning. And so there was all these factors. And I would say, if you're interested in being in-house counsel somewhere, whether in academia or anywhere, you always want to think about that, because the mission of the organization really drives everything that you do. And you have to think about whether it's the right fit for you. And so for me, Northeastern was, as you can see, I'm 14 years in, and I would say every year has been different that I've been there.
Yeah, and I know Northeastern has a huge population of students in general, but international students as well. And just to give the audience an idea what type of work you're involved in on the immigration aspect inside the university, could you explain some of your duties and issues that come across your desk?
Sure.
Or computer?
Yes. So being in-house, it's really all forms of communication. So before the pandemic, a lot of in-person drop-ins. When you walk around on campus, you're going to bump into people, and naturally, by the time you finish your walk, you have 10 new things assigned to you, or 10 to-do items that you've got in your head that you quickly write down when you get back to your office. But I started off mostly, when I joined the university, it was focused on employment-based immigration for our faculty and staff. And from there, with the growth of the university, as Madeline said, we had, I think at the time when I joined, about 4,000 international students and scholars. And now, if you look at all of our campus locations, which we now officially have 12, including in Canada and the UK, in Vancouver and Toronto in Canada, and in London. We've got a total of about over 20,000 international students, and recent graduates that are still under their F1 visa or equivalent. So it definitely has expanded in scope with the population size that we have of international student body and faculty and staff. It means that throughout the whole organization, no matter what the conversation topic is about, you get pulled in to opine on what this is going to mean for the university, or even from program development, right? Because we have to factor in what are the requirements for international students to be engaged. If we're working on a research initiative, they'll want to know, what does this mean for faculty and research staff? So, from new site due diligence to everything else, I would say immigration is still a heavy portfolio that I carry, but with immigration being in-house and not in a traditional legal space of litigation, employment, other areas, contracts that you see in higher education, general counsel offices. I also took on the odd bucket, and I really, over time, I would say in the last 10 years, developed the international portfolio. And that is really kind of everything that can fall under that. That could be international employment topics, it could be contracts, it could be compliance, regulatory, matters. So it's really interesting, because when I joined Northeastern, I didn't think that that's what I would be doing. It really, you grow with the organization and based on what the needs are at any given moment.